next match. Here, Kira versus Reality. I'm just so excited to get in this game. I don't even know what to say.
Oh.
Looks like you and Wolf going for Kira, but me and the Koreans.
What is going on here?
I have broken off from you guys. It's no longer Team Salmon Nation.
No, man. You broke the brotherhood.
I went against this guy, Cure.
You went against the Salmon is what you did.
I went against the Salmon Council for sure. 8-6 in Pro League. It's an impressive score, but TBT definitely his weakest matchup so far.
4-2 against Reality in unofficial ladder matches. I kind of like those odds, Valdez.
Yeah, he's definitely got a good record against Reality so far. He's looking a bit nervous, trying to take that deep breath. That looks like kind of the way that Hero does it. Yeah. Where he's like nervous, but he's still ready to go.
Still
I get
ready
that
to
sense
go.
from Hero. Reality, though, looking very calm.
Looking almost uninterested. He's like,
yeah.
Yep, it's time to go.
It's actually kind of worrying at this point. I'm like, you shouldn't be this calm. In fact, I hope you care about this match because you got to win, man.
Oh, man.
I voted on you.
It's a heavy burden to have on your shoulders right now. It's your team survival. You have to get this done, or your team is just out of the playoffs.
That may be the sad reality for Samsung here.
Oh,
we'll see if Cure will be the cure for Jin Air and not let it get to this ace match. We're about to jump into this game right now, guys. It's going to be on Vaani Research Station. Let's do it right now. Down here in the south, in the red, from the Jin Air Green Wings, our Terran player, it is Cure.
Up here in the north for Samsung, Galaxy Karn, to have another Terran player, Reality.
I have Simulator not quite on point with your names today.
Oh, hey, I knew this guy. I was just...
You were just playing with us.
I was just playing with you, man.
Reality, it seems like... in general, the Korean standpoint is that Reality is going to take this game.
I'm kind of surprised by that. And, you know, just going through some of his recent match history, I was like, He had a hard time against Sorry in the IM Shenzhen qualifiers. He lost to Speed in the IM Shenzhen qualifiers. That alone says a lot, Valdez. Losing to Speed, a player that's not on a pro team.
Yeah.
Kind of gets me a little worried. That's kind of why I changed my mind about Reality. I'm like, you know what? I think Kira's got this.
It's kind of one of these votes. I've done this before where there is a player who's extremely good in one matchup. Like you look at Hush. He's only good in PvP. We've seen him come out in a lot of different matchups, and he's failed pretty much every single time. And he wrecks PvP.
Yeah.
That's kind of the sense I get from Reality as well. He's super strong, especially his mech style. But then there's this other player who many would say is on a different level from Reality, and he's just going to crush him just because he's a better player. And I've been wrong, I've been right. You know, we'll see today. I'm very curious if Reality can make it work, or if Kira is just going to push him out of the game because of that, you know, better player overall.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We are seeing a gas first from Kira to start things off. Quite the difference in barracks building times, actually, when you look at it. Just how slower it is.
Looks like Reality, on the other hand, just going to go for a Reaper to start things off. Going to try to get that scouting information. Two-player map. It's pretty long, but you can get to the base of your opponent pretty quick. There's a ledge right there. It's like a straight line right out of the barracks. No wonky hills or anything. Yeah. And Kira, on the other hand, is just going to go for an SCV scout.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Nice and early. He's going to see that Reaper. Going to see the same opening. Nothing risky here. It's actually going to be a Reaper as well from Cure. So factory into Reaper. No Marines here. It's going to mean he's behind in Reaper count. And we are seeing a second Reaper being made from Reality, which could prove to be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, that can get dangerous if you group up your two Reapers and you go 2 against 1. Of course, you're gonna Shrek that one Reaper very, very fast. You won't lose either of yours with good micro, and then you got 2 Reapers just banging on the front door of that entire mineral line, and it's pretty weak.
Yeah, look at this actually. Oh, first shot off. for Curious, so he's going to win that fight. He's got to be careful not to chase too far. He's going to run into a second Reaper, and he knows that, so he turns around.
Yeah, very smart.
But he's adding a Hellion and a second Reaper as well, so he's sticking with this. He's going to be going multiple Reapers, multiple Hellions, maybe actually go for some aggression early on.
Yeah. TVT is a strange matchup that if you get like a very, very slight lead in the beginning of the game, which is like a mix-up in builds, you can get very far ahead and get your favor here. Now Reality has to be on the run. He already lost one of his Reapers, but takes out one of Cure. That Hellion is going to eventually chase this guy down.
If it gets if the other Reaper gets out of the way.
Look at that guy. He's blocking the Hellion. He's literally blocking the Hellion.
It's never a good thing.
Scumbag Reaper for sure.
He's going to change his mind. No, he's going to go for the kill no matter what. And it's going to give him, the map and a chance to do some real damage into the main base. But this Reaper's buying a lot of time.
Yeah, he can't run forever.
All right, so now Kira has to get across the map ASAP. While there's nothing really there, there's going to be two Hellions on the way. If he had gone straight to the main base of Reality, he could have actually done some critical damage with those two Hellions.
Yeah, he really could have. And now look at this. There's going to be two Hellions and a Reaper against just two Hellions. It looks like Reality may have to pull some SCVs even to deal with this.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Here we go, getting the pull. They're trying to get that damage done to the Hellions, but kind of mixing it up and...
getting almost surrounded.
Oh, and a ton of damage being done here. Look at all those SCVs that are being pulled. Now every single SCV is being pulled.
This is some critical damage. He's going to get out with his Hellions. Not a bad choice at all. Just keep them alive. Maybe go repair them so they can still do work, so they can still defend.
He's done a bit of damage. No reason to overstay his welcome.
Cloak Banshee as well on the way, and that's going to clean up a lot of these half-health SCVs with one shot.
This Hellion has to be careful. Take a couple of shots there.
Very smartly diverting the Banshee's flight path. Don't want to give that away until the last moment, though. There is a number of missile turrets going down, so he should be pretty safe against this, though the Banshee still can poke.
Yeah. We've seen Maru get a ton of damage done to Marine King, even when there were this many missile turrets out.
Yeah, you just can't stop a Banshee with one missile turret. You got to have, like, Vikings as well on the map.
Yeah, he's got one.
I'm not sure where it is exactly.
Looks like it's over towards the right side, possibly. Cloak going to come in, but the positioning of that one missile turret on the left side is very good.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
But as you said, even with the Cloak Banshee, you are going to find damage. Like, there are building SCVs out on the map, and it's going to be hard to completely shut it down.
Still, a couple of SCVs gone down. He's not going to find too much else around here. He really needs to get behind the mineral patch of the main. He wants to find some decent damage.
You got a Hellion drop coming into the back door.
Oh, yeah, this could do some work. There's only 5 Hellions at home to kind of prepare for this. Maybe defend against this.
Yeah. The second Cloak Banshee comes back.
Uh-oh.
Not going to get any damage done. And here come those 4 Hellions, rather, going to fight against 2. It'll be a pretty easy fight, but more Hellions on the way.
Gets one of them. Loses only a couple of SCVs. Not too bad exchange.
Yeah, not bad at all. One thing that Reality does have going for him is I think he got that backdoor base a little bit faster than Cure. So slight advantage. He's also going to go for the faster third CC. And another drop coming in here. These 3 SCVs, or rather 3 Hellions trying to get their damage done.
Getting some done. Lost much longer. Just a little bit of damage here and there. Yeah, definitely a little bit of an advantage for the Samsung player. Banshee looking to even it up.
Now we're getting 2 more kills. Or rather 3 more kills, but it will be eventually scanned out and killed.
Looks like we are going to see mech versus mech to end things. I'm kind of excited about this, fellas. Mech versus mech.
I love this. On this map, too. This map is just so fun for mech. You get so much space in between your opponents, and it's very hard to really condemn your opponent or do too much damage. So you see it go pretty late. You see a lot of funky drops, like Hellbat drops at times, or just cool engagements out of the map. A lot of positioning comes into play here, as it always does in mech versus mech. But
pretty interesting build as well that we are seeing from Reality, because he's got 1 factory and it's only making tanks now, compared to what we see from Cure right now, where he's going for the standard sort of 2 factory Blue Flame Hellion with Vikings on reactor. So he's got that air control, and he's got a huge ground force of Hellions, or it's going to get huge eventually. It's kind of a scary thing for Reality, because he's going to have a hard time getting that third base without getting just crushed by this army. It's going to be so much larger and can just get on top of him. A small number of units being tanks.
I wonder if Reality won't go just the way of like the Thors. You know, get a couple of Thors in your mix, deal with the air in that way. But it can be dangerous if you just totally concede air control. Usually a good player will recognize that, make a bunch of Banshees, and really punish you.
Okay, now we are seeing two reactor factory Hellions come out for Reality just a little bit later, and he's got that tank count up already. 3 tanks going to be on the map. Just an interesting approach to it.
Yeah.
That air control for Cure right now is pretty huge.
It's out of control, and he's still got one of those Banshees that looks like still alive from the early harass that he went down. It looks like Cure is going to put his CC down there on the low ground, whereas Reality has had it made for a while. Maybe he dropped a couple of meals, and only now is he going to move it out.
Oh, he's going to move down the ramp. He's going to be running into Hellions. Probably going to need to leapfrog some tanks out there to really secure it.
Yeah, being very slow about this, in fact.
Does have that blue flame advantage, picking off a nice number of Hellions.
Yep, great trade here for Cure.
He's even going to work on the tank, I guess. I mean, why not? And it actually does get it. I have a hard time trading out with these rest of these Hellions, but yeah, not bad. You know, getting any tank you can with Hellions especially is a huge victory.
Definitely a good trade there for Cure. We do have a 4 Hellion drop on the left side of the map. All the Vikings of Cure on the right side of the map, so they're not going to see this coming. He has some Hellions in his main, but not much defense at his third. He's got a tank, maybe 2 at this point. That's going to be about it.
Yeah. Everything's kind of rallied down there, though, so third tank just got there. I think the contention will be the main base, and it just had its Hellions removed from there, so it's completely open. It's going to be a game changer.
And the blue flame is done. There is absolutely no defense here. Let's see how fast that pull is. It's pretty fast. He pulls away half of his SCVs, conceding the rest. Look at them. They're all bunched up.
Oh, this is huge damage. So many SCVs going down, and now the natural is also exposed.
Oh, and there's still 2 of these blue flame Hellions trying to do as much damage as possible. More of them trying to come in towards the third. There's a bunch of tanks over here, but still a lot of these SCVs bunching up, getting a couple of the mules too.
Wow, that is 21 SCVs going down for that. Very cost-efficient play. That drop is completely unexpected.
Yeah, but at the same time here, it looks like Cure's going to try to go for a counterattack. Reality has committed a bunch to this attack and to this harass. So it looks like he's going to try to punish Reality for that, and he's just bulldozing across the map right now.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of tanks here. Got about the same amount of tanks, but with this amount of Vikings and Hellions behind it, it's going to prove to be a pretty hard one.
Yeah, Cure's also got 2 more tanks in this mix. But getting that sensor tower down and also getting a nice scan there, going to push Cure away for now. And maybe buy himself some extra time with that better economy. Going for another drop, in fact, some Hellbats out on the map.
Yep, bottom left and to the right. Looks like he's going to be going for multiple drops here. One's going to be running into some Vikings by the looks of things.
Yeah, this one is totally forfeit. Goodbye, little drop.
Well, the other one around the third base, though, could do some real damage. There's nothing there to defend against it. And he's still trying to saturate this third base as well.
We're going to see a ton of Vikings just dropping down here from the air, trying to deal with what's in the backdoor base of Reality, and not much to deal with this at this point in time.
No, he could even get the armory, which is going to be a huge victory, stopping that armor.
Oh boy, gets denied the level 1 plating there. Taking out a lot of these turrets as well, but at the same time, Hellbat drop, a lot of those SCVs are very, very low from the previous drop.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, a lot of SCVs going down on both sides. Looks like it did get cleaned up in the main base. The Vikings still stopping mining, doing some real damage to the CC as well.
He very scrappy mech versus mech right now.
Yeah.
Tons of harass.
There's not much any air for Reality at this point. 1 Thor, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. He drew so much of Reality's army back to the backdoor base, but he didn't really capitalize on it at the front. Maybe not feeling confident enough. Reality didn't even have his tank sieged up there.
I think he must have got really distracted by that Hellbat drop in his main. He just didn't want to try and push the issue at the front, though he could have really done so.
Yeah.
Everything had to be evacuated there to defend. But look at this. You know, he looks like he's going to try for the big attack once again, and he does have a pretty sizable amount of tanks now. 8 tanks.
What are the upgrades like for Pure right now?
1-0 for Reality, 1-0 for Cure. So they're on equal, but ooh.
Well, Stu just finished for Reality. He's going to try to go for this attack right now with a bunch of tanks. He doesn't have that air advantage, but he does have a couple of Thors, or rather just one Thor, to deal with all the Vikings in the air.
Well, the bigger problem here is the fact that there's always going to be a spotter for Cure, so he can actually start working on these tanks from afar at max range.
Yeah, Cure winning this battle just barely.
Oh, looks like he might even go for a Hellbat drop on top of this. Perfect play. Getting rid of them, and he could go for a secondary with them.
Yeah, just 2 free tanks there, basically given by Reality. Nice little Hellbat drop there from Cure.
Oh, massive Hellion run by though. Running into tanks. Going to keep all these SCVs alive for another day, but that could have done so much damage.
Yep. This really just comes down to multitasking at this point. A ton more Hellions dropping into this main. All of these SCVs are bunched up on only a couple of patches. So many more going down. 13 in total, and look at this. Nothing at the back door for Cure again.
Cure just keeps getting caught out by these drops. He needs to make his own turret ring, exactly as Reality had. Yeah, he's going to clean it up, but that's 26 more SCVs going down.
And at the same time, Cure isn't making too much progress
he's kind
in
of
this fight at the top.
Point.
Yeah, exactly. He's just stopped there.
I'm actually surprised we didn't see him move forward and wipe out these remaining Vikings that Reality has. There's one Thor there. It's not going to do much damage at all to your flock, to your fleet of Vikings. Just
your Viking flock.
Your flock. Your you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. A lot of Hellions being caught out here, in fact. Gonna lose a bunch of them for free is Reality. Trying to maneuver around the right side of the map where Cure doesn't have much vision at all. Reality taking control of that watchtower. Could possibly go for a 2-sided attack or even a big counter attack. That's a ton of units.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. That's enough tanks that they all siege up. It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Trying to catch the tank because he's going to catch one of them, rather. But now his army is kind of split up. A lot of it is at the front. Hellbat drop coming into the third, and a scan going down on the right side.
Oh, does see that drop go towards the pocket natural, which is once again completely undefended from Cure. He's just not really... His priorities are just so weird at this game. He doesn't really care about defending. He just wants to be aggressive.
This Reality's trying to move in. He's closing in from both sides. The army of Pure is split up, but so is Reality's army here.
They're looking to sandwich each other. It looks like it's going to be Cure to make the move here. He's going into so many tanks. It's going to be a very costly fight.
He's losing all of his tanks on the left side of this, and Reality's just got so much left over on the left side. And he's moving in. He's moving a lot. He's losing a lot down here towards the south. But again, just a very even trade. But another Hellbat drop here into the main. 13 more SCVs going down. 18 in total.
Wow.
And nothing to deal with it once again.
Yeah, once again, he's just getting pulled apart by this aggression. And now I think Cure is way too desperate. He's going for a big drop here, trying to find damage where he can.
He's going for the throat, man. He's had enough.
He's going to be flying over a turret. Losing a full medivac. Oh, man. This is not looking good at all for Cure.
Just a bit desperate, as you said. I think this is the perfect way to put it. More Hellbat drops and still no defense from Cure. Going to be up to 34 SCVs in total now. Cure now down to 40.
40 against 62. And one of them bases being a gold one now. It's going to be fully saturated.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's only going to get worse from here. Reality looking fantastic.
Reality may just look to end it. He knows that Cure is taking a lot of damage, and he does have that gold base, so maybe trying to shut down the 4th base of Cure here. Setting already up some turrets.
Cure's got to start paying attention. A big army coming across. He's completely out of position for it. He gets a siege up on the 4th. He's going to have to lift it.
Yep, that's going to go down.
It looks like maybe Cure is going to be looking to either trade 4th bases or just go for a big attack and try and wipe this army out once again.
Now he's hesitating a bit. He was moving forward, but now he's moving back. Forced to siege up once again. And again, that 4th base is no longer mining. 2 starports here also out in the open.
Going to take control of the air, getting rid of one of those Vikings. So much damage being done. He just because he was caught out of position and didn't know how to react to it.
Still, though, Cure has the advantage here in army supply. He's also got plus, or rather, Reality's got +3 compared to the +2 only of Cure.
Yeah, that does make a big difference. And Cure, he's not sure of what he can do at this point, but he's going to give up his natural by the looks of things, or at least going to give Reality a chance to commit to it.
A bunch of SCVs going to come forward and take a lot of the damage.
Well, maybe this is waiting for this opportunity here. A bit of an overcommittal from Reality, losing his army once again, giving Cure the supply lead in a big way.
Yeah, he lost way, way too much there. Such a big overcommittal, and now Cure may have just done enough damage. He's immediately unsieging everything and trying to move across the map and do as much damage as possible.
Maybe going for the throat, going for that production, though there's still a number of tanks left over from Reality.
Reality's got to get back, get into a concave.
Doesn't want to go into that. That is way too many tanks to be fighting head on.
He just barely got that concave, too.
Yeah. Going to go for the drop instead. Not a bad choice. Only 2 Vikings to stop this from happening.
Yep. Here's thinking about going over here to the left side. Looks like he will get a position above the 3rd. Reality's just slowly bringing back everything. This is such a crazy mech versus mech, man.
Yeah, it's such a positional one at that. Such a weird way.
Here come the Hellbat drops. Nope, he's moving back. He's sending the Vikings forward first, and another Hellbat drop into the gold base of Cure. Oh, and Reality's just going for it. He wants to pick off some reinforcements.
No, not a bad idea. It's quite a number of tanks to deal with.
Yeah, he knows he's got a decent position.
Oh, man. More SCVs going off with this gold. Cure is just not paying attention. And big drop on, actually, all the tanks there. Looks like Cure is actually going to try and wipe everything out.
And he should be able to here. All the tanks do go down, but at the same time, a lot of the tanks coming from behind, in fact, of Reality, and Cure's supply plummets. Now, the SCV's trying to come out here and just trade with these tanks and get that position. I think Cure may have just lost way too much. All these tanks out there with no support.
Yeah, he's getting stopped as well. You know, that 4th is not mining. That drop did so much damage. Now, more damage going to be done at the pocket natural. That is, once again, completely undefended the entire game long.
Yeah. You would have thought, like, after Hellbat drop number 6, there'd be, like, at least one turret up here.
At least one turret, right?
But I guess, you know, just way too much pressure in this game. A ton of multitasking required for this big TBT, especially in mech versus mech. And you're just seeming to flounder here in many different ways.
Yeah, I got to say, one of the sloppiest games I've seen from Cure. Just having no defense when needed. It's one of the basic principles of a mech versus mech as well. Like, Hellbat drops are going to happen.
It's kind of looking like that game of Yoda versus Sue, where Sue just let like 200 drones go down to only Blue Flame Hellion run-bys.
Having no answer for it, yeah, it makes a big difference, man. And now, once and for all, this gold base will be lifted and relocated once again, or just blown up.
Yeah, that's going to be it, man. We're going to see Samsung bring this to an ace match right now. This is getting insane, super intense down here at Pro League tonight.
Yeah, this is a pretty unexpected win.
GG.
GG.
Cure goes down. And Bravo and Reality are the heroes of Samsung tonight.
Who would have thought it, man? I had no idea.
They keep the hopes and dreams of Samsung alive. Even if they go down here in the ace match, they still have a chance now after getting 2 wins tonight to get into the playoffs of round number 3.
Oh, man. Going to an ace match. And who do we possibly see for an ace match? It's going to be an Expedition Lost. Oh, man.
Kind of, you know, it's a bit risky to throw a Terran such as Maru out on this map at times.
Yeah, but, you know, what are the chances of him not playing a TVT as well at this point?
Yeah.
As we see, Samsung nearly has all Terrans in their lineup.
It's very true.
Their active lineup, at least.
Do you send Deer out once again in here? He's been very, very shaky.
Yeah.
At times. I mean, today his prepared build was a blink all-in on 1 base.
I don't think we're going to see the likes of Shine or Solar anytime soon. These guys have just been pretty badly underperforming.
Yeah. I don't want to see either of the Zergs here.
No, I think it has to be a Terran or Deer, and I don't think it'll be Deer. I think it'd be a mistake to see Deer.
What if we see Stork come out? That would be insane, man. Imagine Stork, the playing coach, coming out and playing for the hopes and dreams.
And wins it. It's like the hero and the coach.
He's got a very prepared build, and Samsung, off the back of getting into the round 3 playoffs, they somehow win the whole thing. That would be insane.
What do we like see Guilty or something?
I don't know, man. Maybe they want to throw a curveball. We already heard a bunch of cheers from the audience. I think this is going to be something unexpected.
I think we're going to see Bravo against Maru. That's how crazy I'm getting, Valdez.
Bravo or Reality, I would love to see them come out here for Samsung. They've done the job for Samsung tonight. They're looking good, you know. I think they deserve at least that chance to come out in the ace match. I don't think anyone else out here for the 2015 Pro League has proven as much as some of these rookie Terrans.
Yeah, they've really come a long way. We're going to find out in just a moment.
Let's see who it's going to be.
Oh.
It's Rogue versus Solar.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right. Now that's an unexpected one.
That
is
is
not
wow.
expecting Solar to be coming out here. He has not had a good season or a good round at all.
Solar right now in ZVZ is 0-6. He's 0-6.
Wow.
It's the like of Creator's win rate against Zerg right now.
I don't know. Maybe he's been practicing this entire week. You know, he's been doing really well on Expedition Lost against Terran and Zerg. I'm not sure about this, but
maybe they weren't expecting Rogue to come out here. Maybe they were seeing someone else, maybe like a Protoss to come out or a Terran. Regardless, guys, we're going to have Rogue versus Solar after a 7-minute break.